welcome to the Beauty and the Mercenary. This is the Beauty, Marilyn, saying hello.
And this is the Mercenary, AJ Parrish, saying fuck you. Welcome to episode 3. Can we say season 1?
Yeah,
episode 3?
Yeah, season 1, episode 3 on our fucking journey of madness.
It is crazy.
It is.
But we have good crazy.
Sometimes.
We have more good than bad.
Yes, it's true.
And I think that even the bad we take as good too, because it pushes us to better decisions.
Yes, yes, you gotta look at the positives and everything.
Silver linings.
Silver lining to everything. So, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for tuning in to our past episodes. We want to shout out to all of our followers and our listeners. We love you. Of course, the Mercenary says, fuck you. I say, I love you.
Yeah, but they know what I mean. If they don't know what I mean and they take that personally, well, they could go fuck themselves anyways and just stop listening, because I don't need that negativity in my life.
They can listen to me.
They can listen to you all they want.
Exactly. So what's been going on this week? I know that we have some awesome news with your book, The Wars Within.
Officially, as of Valentine's Day, February 14th, my book is officially for sale worldwide. Not just here in the U.S., but internationally. So, it's...
How excited are you?
I'm very excited. Like, I didn't even know it fucking came out. Like, we just woke up, and Kat called me, so I called her back, and she was like, oh my God, we're on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, wherever she had seen us. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because the publisher said we're not supposed to come out for another, 10 days, because we just went to print. But we came out early. Well, we came out earlier in our 4-month period that they said they would be late. So I guess that's a positive thing for being late. But nevertheless,
where can people find your book?
Anywhere. Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com or BN.com, Google. It's on iTunes. So if you have an iPhone, you could go to iBooks and get it there. The Nook or Fire, you can get the ebook for that, softcover and hardcover. You could go to Salem Media. You could go to Zulon Press. And I think that's pretty much it. It's everywhere.
Nice.
Anywhere you could buy a book online, it's going to be there.
Super excited for you. So you're going to be doing a book tour as well.
Yes. So tomorrow I have that phone call. Because we were so late, they canceled pretty much everything until further notice. Mm-hmm. Because of licensing, and I had to get rights to use lyrics of a song in the book, and a whole lot of hoops to jump through, and we had some files go missing, so I had to rewrite some stuff, which because you did a lot of the typing for me.
Yes, I did.
Which I have arthritis, so typing hurts after a while, and I can't do it. So luckily you saved the day and did that. But I think everybody's going to really like the book.
Well, I hope that you guys go out and get the book, read it, let us know what you think. There's already reviews out for the book. So that's super exciting. Just to let you guys know, we're going to be taking the show on the road as well. I'm going to be logging all of these adventures on Instagram and vlogging, and I'm going to be trying weed in every single different state. And probably just being really high while he signs books.
Yeah, it's going to be, you guys get to see the behind the scenes, what goes on at a book tour, how it gets put together, how does it work to do a TV show, which those are really excited about. Because that's there's some, the late night stuff that I get to do first, but those big network TV things, those are the ones, that I'm really looking forward to.
Me
So,
too. Super
everybody
exciting.
will be able to see behind the stage, and we'll get into all that, and book signings and public speaking events and church events and all the.
I can't wait. I'm going to be at high at every single one of them.
But our travel part is mainly you.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're going to cover weed in all the states.
Yes.
And you're going to be loaded the whole entire book tour the next year and a half, which the end of that book tour is Europe.
Yes.
So, we have 2 months in France.
I cannot wait.
So that's going to be really interesting, because that's
Yeah.
kind of like where our main base is going to be. So we'll be traveling in and out of France for 6 months.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be...
But total time, I think, is 2 months in France total.
Fuck yes.
But yeah, we have a lot going on, so you guys will be all over the world traveling with us. We will make sure to bring you the best weed we possibly can from around the world.
Hell yeah. So this week also we went to some awesome sessions.
Yes.
We went to the Orbit show, which is, if you check them out, they're Weed All-Star on Instagram. We got to see some amazing vendors, and I had way too much fun, and I got way too high. Like, way too high.
Well, we had those drinks. That was at the 11:30 Club. That was our first sesh we went to last week.
I got stupid high at that one, too.
Yeah.
I got stupid high at both of them.
Yeah, and then we went to Orbit.
Yeah.
And a big shout out to the 11:30 Club and Will down there, dude, doing his thing.
Hell yeah.
Happy birthday to his lady. Hope you have a great year, and it's full of nothing but clouds of smoke.
Hell yeah.
And
this week also I got into doing some more art. So I've been into art since I was a kid. Like, I used to watch Bob Ross shit and like copy it and stuff.
Mhm.
But I had brain surgery back in 2012, and afterwards I had a really bad tremor, so I didn't do anything for a while. And so this year I just started painting and drawing again, and I found this stuff called acrylic flow art. And I've been messing around with it, and I made a fucking galaxy, and then I made like all these different really cool like rainbow effects and gorgeous stuff, and it's been helping me with my anxiety a lot. So I got a new therapy with art,
which I'm happy about. You've been a lot more calmer the last few days that you've been, doing your paintings and stuff, which are absolutely fucking phenomenal.
Thank you.
But on the selfish side, fuck you, man. I'm supposed to be the one painting and shit and doing my PTSD release and therapeutic stuff.
I'm just supposed to kill people?
Yeah, or something, because you make my fucking paintings look like a 5-year-old did them, because yours are phenomenal and mine are... Mine is what happens when you tell a retarded kid that he could fucking color and be a painter or anything that he wants. This is what happens. But with you, you just come in and start doing this shit and fucking make all these like crazy things that you could actually sell. Like, I try to sell mine, and closest thing I think to selling one is I sent one to Cheryl. And she's like a mom, so fucking that really doesn't count as selling a piece.
Well, until I sell a piece, then you can be jelly.
Hell
yeah. I'll probably add one of my pieces to the raffle.
I would add mine, but they would be like, dude, I will pay you to take that off the fucking raffle. Like, I was thinking of putting Rick and Morty with it, but...
No, I'm kidding.
Like, even the douchebag on eBay that won the Rick and Morty thing never paid.
Oh, that sucks. Well, it's a cool Rick and Morty piece. I love it. Just to let you guys know, our raffle is still going on right now. It's full of bongs, concentrate...
Wax,
flour, all kinds of
CBD. It's got 3 pipes with it. It's got dab tools.
A shit ton of edibles.
Yeah, tons of edibles. Which, a big shout out to fucking Syndicate Extracts. Him and Miss Syndicate are straight up off the fucking chart with their edibles and their drink stuff, their syrup. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to do a shout out here. So, we got these apple streusel fucking muffins that were like 375 milligrams each, I think. And I ate one the other night, and first of all, they were delicious. They were moist.
They
and
were, because
yummy.
the first night that we got them, I ate two,
Yeah.
and I went into a coma.
Yeah, I ate one and went into a coma.
Like, I couldn't feel my fucking legs.
You stuffed one with RSO, though.
I did. I put like 3/4 of a gram of RSO in that fucking...
In that muffin.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, another shout out. We'll get into all of our amazing fucking sponsors and vendors. First off, thank you, People's Edibles. They have 25 of their delicious nuggets inside of this raffle.
And it's the unicorn fruit. That's what
Yes.
makes it even... Like,
It's a
I want to buy...
mixture.
Can I buy raffle tickets? Because the unicorn fruit nuggets are seriously... I'd toss down... I mean, it's $100 for the bag. That's the cost of the bag.
Yeah.
So 25 nuggets is 25 days of being retardedly high and enjoying life.
Hell yeah.
That's all I can explain it as.
I ate one yesterday, and I felt amazing.
I mean, I'd pay $2.50 for a bag of those fucking things. I'd pay $10 each.
Hell
I
yeah.
literally would, because they are just... With how it manages pain and anxiety and just levels me out, it is just phenomenal.
Hell yes. Another shout out again, Syndicate Extracts. They make all of their edibles with canna butter that they make. And I'm not a big fan of canna butter, but this canna butter is actually really delicious. It's probably the only one that I actually like, because it doesn't have that nasty earthy taste to it. It actually has the terpy earthy taste to it, which I love. And they actually fuck me up.
Yeah, and I mean with the profiles that they have in I mean, the terp profile for every edible is different.
Yeah.
Which is strange
But
in
it's
itself.
delicious.
But every single thing that we have put in our mouth from Syndicate Extracts has been top notch every single fucking time.
Hell yes. Also want to give a shout out to Top Shelf Kings. You guys are fucking amazing. So I have tried their terp sauce. I have tried their live resin. I have tried their wax. And every single thing that I've smoked of theirs, it's headache free. It's smooth. It actually medicates me, gives me an amazing head change right off the bat. You could taste that it's clean, and I fucking love it. I already went through 2 grams, so...
Yeah, we've polished off a lot of... I mean, we just saw Top Shelf Kings a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And we have been putting together reviews of their products and all the stuff that they gave to us, and the stuff that we had bought from them, and just, I mean, every single thing. But see, here's the thing that I've realized, is that with the different dabs, like, I'm new to dabbing, and
Yes.
this is your fault. But, like, with flower, I don't cough a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I have lung issues, so I cough normally on a normal basis,
Yeah.
which drives you up the fucking wall already. But smoking weed, I don't cough that much.
Mm-hmm.
But dabbing, depending on who the maker is, depends on how bad I'm going to cough.
Yes.
Now, a lot of the companies that we deal with, like, you know, Top Shelf Kings or Wonder Wax, Dirtbag Extracts,
Anomaly,
the
Allied Roots,
yeah, all these
Sacred
people that we deal with, like,
Concentrates.
I don't cough hard. Now, we've had some other stuff that we've
So
smoked.
we've gotten goodie bags and shit like
Yeah,
that.
like
where-
goodie bags and shit, to where I cough a fucking storm. But the one company that I don't really cough at all whatsoever, because it's just so top notch of a product, is everything that we've got from, you know, Top Shelf Kings.
Yes, it's fucking dope.
So, I mean, I'll smoke that shit all day. I'll
Me
be
too.
a dabber for life now, as long as we
yeah.
get our stuff from them.
Hell yeah.
But, you know, not to say that the stuff that we get from, like, Dirtbag Extracts, those guys are also fucking phenomenal with their flour.
Hell
with the
yes.
stuff that we've gotten for them.
That's all like my stuff. So like anytime that I get my dirtbag extract stuff, either that one or designer Humboldt weed, that's my other one. It's literally off fucking limits. And I keep it to the side and I get mad at him when anytime he opens it up, I'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Like, are you touching my stuff right now?" Or I like the bud and everything. Like, he knows I'm an asshole about it, so he'll leave it alone and not touch it. And then, like, he'll sarcastically be like, "Oh, should we use one of these?"
Yeah, well, you're all prude about it, and I have like a pound of flour of assorted fucking, just this plethora of a buffet of weed for you to choose from every single day, all day.
I
And
know.
you smoke bowl after bowl of it. I figure I could have a dab here or there, and
Not of the good shit. That's the top shelf shit.
Yeah, well now we're purchasing more dab stuff because I'm dabbing, so you can kiss my ass.
I know. It sucks. But yeah. Another shout out to Wonder Wax because of you, he has been dabbing less of my stuff. So thank you.
Well, and I will say that is because of it was birthday cake, right?
Yes.
So we got at first I bought an eighth, and then I went back and I bought another eighth of moon rocks, the birthday cake moon rocks. And
fire.
I cannot smoke a bowl now without putting a fucking moon rock in it. Or that hash that we got from Top Shelf Kings.
I know, just to let you guys know, I tried to fucking dab it like an idiot. Like a fucking
well, you were
idiot.
high as fuck. You couldn't even really see straight.
I couldn't. And I tried to dab it, and I was like, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, I sent you to bed after that. I was like, just go to bed. Go. Just don't say nothing, just go to bed. All right, well, we will be back after this short commercial break, and we will bring you some more
of the Beauty and the Mercenary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning in to the Beauty and the Mercenary show. This first part of our show is brought to you in part by Exhale Smoke Shop, where art meets functionality. And welcome back as we, what are we going to get into? Our raffle stuff?
Yes. So we want to shout out all of our amazing vendors who have donated amazing products for this raffle. One being Cloud9 Smoke Shop and Excel Smoke Shop. Thank you so much for the amazing glass that you guys have provided for us.
Yes, definitely. And for Exhale, you guys gave us the solid glass piece. It's so beautiful, man. I'm jealous that I don't have it for my collection.
It's not yours.
I know it's not, but damn it, it's gorgeous and I want it. So, hey, Ryan, thank you. Exhale Smoke Shop is the guy that owns it, Ryan Donnelly. Great dude, just a pleasure to work with. Just very knowledgeable, not only with smoking apparatuses, but art as well, and music and design stuff. So he's definitely very knowledgeable. Nice. And a big thank you to him from me.
We have some really cool videos that we're going to be posting on YouTube with me shouting them out. It's kind of like a little commercial for him.
Yeah, which we've done for a few of our other sponsors, and
yes,
we'll be doing that for all of our sponsors.
Yes.
Eventually, once we get to them and edit and
shout out to California Casual Concentrates. They're the ones that we smoke all their wax of.
Yes.
And their
those
terp sauce.
They have the white and purple label.
Yes.
With the C. That's how I remember it.
Yes. There you go. And also want to let all of our listeners know that you can find us on Instagram under the Beauty and the Mercenary, and you can find us on Facebook
at the facebook.com/AJ and Marilyn.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a name for our show yet when I did the URL, so I shot us in the foot on that one, but at least our Instagram is correct.
So, the Mercenary, what are you smoking on today?
Well, we are smoking on a spliff of an amazing flower that we got actually from Syndicate Extracts, Strawberry Fields, with a very snobbish fucking tobacco blend from your cigarette pack of American Spirits.
It's a spliff, baby.
So I rolled this a nice spliff, and it is very smooth and just, it's a great flavor weed. I love it.
I do too. It's a good working weed. I'm smoking on Dirtbag Extracts Sauce Watermelon Shittles. Or you call it Watermelon Skittles. I like calling it Shittles. It sounds funnier.
Yeah, that shit. One dab of that, and I'm fucking toasted for a good hour.
I've done this 2 days in a row. So right when I wake up, right in the morning, I take a dab of this watermelon yumminess, and I am literally awake. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take care of my day, and I absolutely fucking love it. I like to take it at like a medium to low heat dab. Anytime that I'm smoking something that's terpy, saucy, diamondsy, you want it at a nice low temp so that you're not charring the shit out of your fucking banger like somebody that I know who like has to throw his dab tool in there right away, even when it's red hot, and suck his hot dab down.
I do not do that anymore. I just didn't know the timing. And now that I know the timing, I've been doing a lot better.
You have.
Dick.
So that's what we've been smoking on. As you guys know, I'm a very big, I love to watch TV. And I love to watch binge-worthy shows. And I've probably watched, well, me and the Mercenary are the same one. We both have been hospitalized for long periods of time. And when that happens, you learn to watch TV.
A lot. Yes, my stint in the hospital was 4 months at the Santa Teresa Kaiser.
Mm-hmm.
I ran that fucking hospital when I was there, man. I even had a guy, he was the head of all the nurses for my floor.
Mm-hmm.
He would take me up to the roof to go smoking, and we'd smoke a joint, a couple cigarettes, and then I'd go back to the room.
I never got that fucking treatment. Anytime I asked for a cigarette, they'd just look at me and be like, no.
Well, as long as I provided the weed, he didn't care, because he got to run his night shift, and he would be stoned. And because I didn't, at that time, I was big into I'm in NA, and I'm not doing drugs right now, and oh, praise the Lord, and hallelujah. Like a total fucking idiot. But I was smoking weed and, trying to maintain, so I wasn't taking the narcotics and all that shit that the hospital wanted to shove down my throat. Because at one point, I was on Dilaudid for 6 months, and then they moved me to, like, methadone for a while. Like, it was
You want to know something crazy?
Because I had to come off of all that shit.
I never took any of those. I never took Suboxone. I never took any of it. I did everything cold turkey.
Yeah, well, with having a heart attack, I had to do a step-down process at it, or else I was in danger of having a heart attack.
I think I had like 14 seizures coming off of fentanyl.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Even this last time, luckily, I have not touched drugs since my relapse in July, I believe it was.
I haven't touched narcotics since December of 2014. Was the last time I did fentanyl.
Well, I had 14 months sobriety, but unfortunately at the time I was in a very toxic relationship that led me down the rabbit hole to take a bump of cocaine, and I fucked off my sobriety. And ever since then I've been completely sober. Well, I just medicate with marijuana.
my binge-worthy show that goes towards that is Intervention. I literally, so when I'm having a bad day or if I'm getting there to that point where I'm like thinking about it, I just turn on Intervention and then I remember, like, reminds me of all the shit that I went through and I'm like, oh yeah, don't be stupid. But getting back onto binge-worthy shows, one that I would definitely recommend that just recently came out is on Netflix. It's called The Umbrella Academy.
Oh my god.
We killed that whole show in one day. Well, it was like a day and a night. But we killed it and we're like, this is fucking the dopest fucking shit. And so the chick who played Juno, and she was in a whole bunch of other, I think her name's like something Page.
I'm not sure. I've never been a fan of hers because she's just like reminds me of a female human version of fucking Eeyore. You know, everything she does, it's like, okay.
Well, there's like this one fucked up movie where she like traps a pedophile and like makes him think that she's gonna cut off of his balls and shit. It's hilarious. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Most of her films are a little bit dark.
But this show, holy shit. I am a fan of hers now. I wasn't a fan of hers before.
Yeah.
But with this show, I'm a fan.
So it's about these kids who were all born on October 1st, 1989. And they're all...
Which, by the way, is my birthday.
Which is...
Well, I'm 81, but...
Yeah, this is 89.
I'm not fucking special enough for 89.
So what it is that all of a sudden 43 kids were born all on the same day miraculously. Like their mothers weren't...
Immaculate conception.
Yeah.
They were all virgins.
They
young.
weren't pregnant, and then all of a sudden they were pregnant, and then had the babies. And this eccentric millionaire, he adopted and paid for 7 of them. And the story, or the whole season, is the plot line between... the relationship between these 7 characters, and they're really cool abilities. Like you have one that can travel through dimensions. You have one who can make people do whatever they want them to do by just saying it. You have another one that's really...
Rumor has it.
And then you have... She was one of my favorite characters. And then you have another one who can speak to dead people and make dead people come to life. And then you have another one who's just super buff and, like, is huge. And
like, I think he had, like, super strength to begin with.
Yeah, because he threw the guy out the building when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a point where I won't... Well,
yeah, we can't get into it.
I won't say, because it just came out. So
Yeah.
I'll give people a chance to listen to.
Yeah,
but,
we don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, so, but you have to watch it and see how this dude turned into the big old beast that he is now.
Yeah.
It was just well put together.
I was like, is that his real body? Is that guy that big? Like, and then I realized, okay, no, he's not. It's a bodysuit. And then you have another one where we can't tell you the powers of that one.
Yeah, no.
Cannot.
No.
So that is a really awesome show. I definitely recommend it. I really like Netflix series sometimes. I've been really into the Amazon series too, but I forget which Amazon series we've been watching.
Well, we binge watched MacGyver.
Yeah, we finished
MacGyver. We killed
MacGyver.
all 3 seasons of MacGyver.
Yep.
And then we are on Bosch now.
Yes.
We are binge watching the shit out of Bosch.
Yeah.
We've made it to season 3.
I like it. I like his whole character. It's kind of like it. What I like about it is it connects with a broader audience. So you have the veteran. Well, this is the main character, Bosch. He's a veteran. He's actually used to be a mercenary, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a mercenary. He did special ops. He's also a cop. He was also a foster kid.
Yeah, so, for me, like...
Yeah, it hits almost everything for you.
Yeah, except he chose one side of the law, which, I obviously didn't choose to go the cop route. I tried to go the cop route, but that didn't work out.
Oh, so we finished season 1, and season 1 is about a serial killer that he's trying to catch.
Yeah.
And that one was really interesting. We're like, the whole time we're like, when is he gonna kill this motherfucker?
Yeah. It was real cat and mouse. It reminded me of the whole, Hannibal Lecter series, all from Silence of the Lambs to Hannibal to the Red Dragon. It was the cat and mouse between the FBI and Hannibal. And even in the Hannibal series that we binge watched, which we haven't finished.
We haven't finished it
because it kept giving me fucking nightmares.
Yeah, because it's too bloody for you.
Yeah, I was just, it just got to me after a while.
Yeah, it either gets to him or it makes him horny. Either one.
Does that? I don't know what I. It's a scary diagnosis to think of why either. Hannibal.
Hey, same here.
Like, I don't know.
You put on American Horror Story, I'm ready to go.
Well, I mean, isn't Lady Gaga the American Horror Story?
She's only in one series. She's in the hotel.
Okay, I remember season 1, but I've never. I was so fucking freaked out from season 1. I've never watched a single episode.
So I'm gonna make you watch Coven. Coven is the best fucking series. It's the best season.
Is that the one with the blue-haired guy?
No, this is the witches. This is the witches.
Okay, I don't know what the witches are.
Yeah.
Is that the Lady Gaga one?
No.
I'll watch the Lady Gaga one.
That one's really good too. You'd actually like that one because it's about the murder hotel H. Holmes made. They did this whole spin-off after that. Oops. And then they have all the major serial killers in it. They've got Ted Bundy. They've got the Zodiac Killer. They have the chick who used to murder dudes. The chick that was the hooker who Charlize Theron played in that movie Monster.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that seems interesting.
I'm trying to think. Is there any other Amazon series we've been watching? Bosch. That.
Well, I mean, we always go into our NCISs and we go into our Dexters. We get into
True Blood.
Yeah.
I could
Lucifer.
Lucifer's fucking dope. Oh, God Friended Me.
Yeah, God Friended Me. We get into that one a lot. I mean, we get into that Will Smith show that he narrated.
Oh, yeah. It's
National
called
Geographic.
This Strange Rock. And you can find it on Netflix. And, Will Smith edits that one. That one's really cool. I blew through that whole series. If you're really high and you want to just and it's raining outside and you want to have a relaxing day watching stuff that's actually, it'll teach you something, that's a great one. Also... Grimm, yes.
Rick and Morty.
Yes, we always watch Rick and Morty. We watched Rick and Morty yesterday.
Yeah, my friend Carmen came through, and we got totally fucking stoned, had a sesh all day long, and watched the complete season 3 of Rick and Morty. Which, Dan, if you're listening, season 4 would be really fucking cool to have about now.
Yes, it would.
Because we've watched season 3, I think, twice just this year.
I think I've watched
It's only February.
I think I've watched every single season maybe over 20 times.
Yeah, we both have.
Just because, it's great for an acid trip. Perfect. You started off, you could either start off with season 1. I prefer season 3, sometimes season 2, mattering on my mood. If you've never done acid before, then you start off with season 1.
Yeah, you ease into
it.
Also, what needs to be definitely talked about, but Wolf finally got his dick back in the new season of Future Man.
Did he?
I think so. Didn't they already went back, and now that they had gone back, he had his dick back.
But none of the timelines changed, remember?
No, the timelines didn't change, but I think he had got his penis put back on and their transfer back in time.
I'm going to have to watch it one more time.
We were really high when we started the new season. But if y'all want a good, funny fucking show to watch that's just insanely funny and crazy, watch Future Man. That's on what, Hulu?
Yes.
Yes, it's on Hulu.
I didn't know this, but Seth Rogen makes a shit ton of shows. had no fucking idea.
Yeah, and this is
And
one
I
of his
actually
shows.
like his humor. And so we finished off Future Man. I love Future Man. It's hilarious. And then all of a sudden I had this pop-up that was like, do you want to watch Preacher? And I looked into it. Seth Rogen makes Preacher too.
Mhm.
And I was like, but the wolf character is in that. And that's another series where you literally start it and you finish the entire thing in a day like we did.
Yes.
We finished Preacher fast. And Happy, that was one that we finished
Yeah,
fast too.
Happy. We finished Happy really quick, but the other two shows that we're really involved with is AGT
Yes.
and The Masked
Oh,
Singer,
yes, The
which we
Masked
just found out
Singer.
that LaToya Jackson was the peacock.
And, you know, I have guessed every single one almost right.
Yeah,
Almost, yeah.
I think, we've agreed on all of them. I got the first one.
Yeah, you got the first one.
Yeah, because I knew that was Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah. You were like, that's Terry Bradshaw.
The
And then
minute he opened his mouth, I'm like, that's Terry Bradshaw.
I got Ricky Lake, and then I got two other ones too, didn't I?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got,
I'm all thinking. So there's this other one, the lion. Who do you
Yes.
think the lion is?
oh, you know, I can't, I really want to say that it's going to be Diana Ross because of all the Motown stuff that's going on, and
Yeah, we just finished watching the Grammys, right?
Mhm.
And she was on there.
yeah, and the same mannerisms that she had on stage at the Grammys is the same mannerisms that
Yeah.
the lion has on the show,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And even Robin Thicke was saying the same exact thing of how she holds the mic is the same
Yeah.
way that Diana Ross does.
And the
Right.
rabbit is Tony Fatone from NSYNC.
Joey.
Joey Fatone from NSYNC.
Fuck,
yeah.
why did I have to correct you and say that?
I know.
God damn it. Well, see, this is what
Well, he
happens when you have
corrects-
daughters. Okay?
He
I
did just correct me on an NSYNC. That's
Look,
Joey
I own
fucking
an
Fatone.
an NSYNC shirt.
Mm.
I have been to NSYNC concerts.
So have I.
I have raised little daughters. I have been through the Jonas Brothers phase. I have been through the One Direction phase. And I will tell you this. I hate every single one of those fucking phases, but the one thing I will definitely say is the only one I really like out of all those people is going to be the Justin Timberlake from NSYNC.
Who was the monster? Or we haven't figured out the monster yet.
The rabbit? Or the one-eyed monster thing?
I don't
The
know.
one-eyed though you think the peacock is what's his name? Donny Osmond.
Yeah, the Donny Osmond. I'm all looking
So,
at it right now.
But I think it's Joey Fatone for the rabbit. But everybody seems to be talking. I've seen the buzz on the internet saying that it's Donnie Wahlberg, Jenny
Yeah.
McCarthy's husband, as the rabbit because he never answers the phone when the rabbit's on stage. You know, so
Yeah.
it's a big scandal right now of, you know, is he fooling his family, his wife, because she's a judge on the show? I mean,
Everybody, so I'm looking at the news stuff right
Yeah.
now, and everyone's like saying that the rabbit is Joey Fatone.
so they
the-
switched it?
Well, they were like, the rabbit's Joey Fatone, and then, let me see here. I want to know who they all are. I want to know them all. Because there's the lion, the peacock, and
The one-eyed monster.
the one-eyed monster.
And the bee.
I think the monster is Dre.
You think the monster's Dr. Dre?
Yeah, it's Dr. Dre.
I highly doubt that. It sounds like a...
Oh, and the other chick is
oh, no, wait. You know, we were talking about the lion as being Diana Ross.
Yeah.
But it's the bee
The
that
bee.
we're thinking is Diana Ross.
Yeah.
The lion is who you think is Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway. It's either Anne Hathaway, Paris Hilton,
Or
but-
Nicole Richie.
but fucking Paris Hilton doesn't sing like that. Like, I've listened to Paris Hilton sing before.
So my friend from a long time ago, which I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he was engineering Paris Hilton's album when it was coming out. and she's nothing but auto-tune and bullshit.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I'm like, it can't
And
be
he
her.
laughed at it and was embarrassed that he was even working on it.
See, the only thing I don't get, though, is that one Haley reference that was made in the video. Like, it has to be, or it's that Haley chick, that one actress.
Yeah, which, you know, that is a good probability.
Yeah, it's either her, Anne Hathaway, but then it says that there's, like, 46 movie productions between, like, one of these characters. So I'm like, one of them has to be an actress.
Yeah, I think you're right. That they have some pretty big damn names on this show, which is pretty shocking for a first season.
Like, yeah, the
show
first
like
guy,
this.
we didn't know who he was.
I did. My
did?
dad had his record. My dad was all about Terry Bradshaw.
No, the first guy, the black guy.
Oh, the Pittsburgh Steeler, Antonio Brown.
Yeah, like, I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I know who Antonio Brown is, but like as a singer and being on the show and something like that, that blew me away. You would never think of that.
I knew that.
Maybe Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, if you look back at the reality shows that are like this for competitions,
oh yeah, it is like
the
Dancing
Pittsburgh
with the
Steelers are the biggest like source for people to go. Dancing with the Stars has had like 3 Steelers on it.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
and now you got Terry Bradshaw. You
That one
got
was
Antonio Brown on this show.
Do you think there's gonna be another athlete on there?
You know, I don't think so. I
don't
think
know.
that was like a one-time thing because they do say that the peacock is like Tiger Woods, maybe, but they keep
No,
saying
it's that other guy. It's the
the monster with the cane.
No.
The Mike cane, right?
No, I'm talking about the peacock. I think he's the Osmond guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he said that he's done Las Vegas shows before.
True. But then, who are you thinking is the other athlete?
I don't know.
Because who's the one that walks around that has the mic and the cane like it's a golf club? They're saying that one's Tiger Woods, but I think that was you saying that.
No, I don't think any of them are Tiger Woods.
Well, they were saying that.
Yeah.
Because there's been golf references and a whole bunch of stuff. But that's the one you think is Dr. Dre.
Yeah. I think the monster is Dr. Dre.
I highly don't think that it's Dr. Dre, but it could be fucking anybody. It could be Eminem for all we know.
I knew it was Ricky Lake because when I was a kid, my mom watched Ricky Lake every fucking day. And so I know
who's
Ricky
the
Lake's
other woman
voice.
that you called? The 90210 girl.
Oh, Tori Spelling.
Yeah,
I knew her. Yeah, I was like, that's fucking Tori
She was the
Spelling.
unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She
was
got big. My
looks
ex-wife
good.
used to watch her show all the time with her husband and all that, and I guess that
I
went to
felt bad
shit.
for
But
Tori Spelling. Like,
she always gets the shit end of the stick.
well, that and like her dad is this big fucking movie producer, billionaire, millionaire dude, and
Well,
he
he's
dies,
dead now, yeah.
and he leaves nothing to her. Nothing. She lives in a townhouse and shit, and so she had to do all of her shit for herself. But it's like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, but
he did cast her in 90210, so.
yeah, that's kind of a big, hey, thanks, you can't act, you can't do anything
You
yet,
got
but hey,
big
here's
goose.
this show.
I always said she had googly eyes. I was like, she got big googly eyes.
Well, yeah, we just called her a chihuahua.
A chihuahua.
She was small and had big old eyes
Yeah, that makes sense.
and short blonde hair.
Oh yeah, the Masked Singer is one of our favorite shows right now that we've been watching.
Yeah, but I will say she can sing.
Yeah, she
I was
can.
impressed.
I was too.
She's come a long way.
I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to watch Les Mis and listen to Anne Hathaway sing, and then be like, all right, and then listen to it again, and be like, okay, because she had a lot of haters for a long ass time, and they talk about that.
Yeah.
That's
well,
why
she got played by that dude.
Yeah, and she got played hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Like mega hard.
Like,
I
I felt bad for her. She got, like, catfish, swindled, like, everything.
Yeah. Because wasn't that dude supposed to be, like, a prince or
yeah,
some
and
shit?
he had nothing.
Yeah, he had absolutely
And he wasn't
nothing.
a prince. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's a bummer.
Like, that sucks. Like, your agent fucking sucks if if you didn't background check that shit.
And trust me, I know about that shit and fucking agents booking you on something with there's a fucking psychopath involved. Because everybody remembers the debacle of that shit from last year. That was fucking crazy. Stalker shit. Holy cow. Welcome to fame.
We both have problems with stalkers or people who talk shit or...
Yeah, well, what? I've changed my number twice just since you've known me because of a stalker and, you know, just stupid fucking people.
I just usually... Yeah. People are dumb. I've only had to deal with one dumbass. But yeah. I don't have to deal with it anymore, so...
Of people of names that won't be named.
That want to be named. At all. Fucking hate that dude.
I know. I won't mention his name either, but I know he lives in Elk Grove, California. He's a big piece of shit.
And he's probably listening to this because he's
I know he's listening to this.
Shit.
Because his routine in the morning is to wake up, start drinking, and report our pages to Instagram and Facebook. That's his morning fucking routine.
And this is why I tell all women, please background check guys before you start dating them. Please go out there, take your due diligence and research people. Don't get yourself in situations where you're taking care of the other person or you're being belittled or any type of thing. Like, if you're so stressed out you're getting sick, you shouldn't be in that relationship.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, well, let us wrap this segment and go into our next commercial break, and we will be back in a few seconds.
This segment of The Beauty and the Mercenary is brought to you by Cloud9 West Sacramento Smoke Shop, your authorized retailer for kratom, CBD, tobacco, and flower concentrate and tobacco accessories. Located at 2050 Town Center Plaza, Suite B150 in West Sacramento. Give them a call at 916-823-5514 and get your smoke on. Hello everyone and welcome back to The Beauty and the Mercenary. This is The Beauty, Marilyn.
And this is The Mercenary.
And this is Newsroom,
where we are going to capture the coolest and hippest news from around the world. Not really. It's just shit that pisses us off or intrigues us or outrages us, and we're going to talk shit about it.
Yes. And we both have our own points of view on the news. I have my side, which is maybe a little bit more liberal, and then we have the mercenary.
Which my side is the correct side.
Okay.
We founded America. We kind of know what we're doing.
So, I'll also put in there that I'm 11 different races, where he's probably just 2.
I am. I'm just a white guy.
I'm a very mixed race individual. But that's what comes up, that's what makes our conversation interesting. Is you get the two sides to everything.
Well, I mean, it's not it's not a race thing of why our sides are different. It's the fact that I'm right and you're wrong.
And he's full of shit. And he's full of fucking shit. Already. So the first thing that we're going to talk about, of course, is the wall. The wall.
And congratulations to Texas.
So, first of all, I just want to read a couple things from an actual news source that has facts and things like that. So, right now, 16 states are suing Trump over the emergency declaration. And this is out of Washington. A coalition of 16 U.S. states led by California sued Donald Trump and top members of his administration on Monday to block his decision to declare a national emergency to obtain funds for building a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. The lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California came after Trump invoked an emergency power on Friday to help build the wall that was his signature 2016 campaign promise. Trump's orders would allow him to spend on the wall money that Congress appropriated for other purposes, i.e., running the fucking government. Congress declined to fulfill his request for $5.7 billion to build the wall this year. Today on President's Day, we take Trump to court to block his misuse of presidential power. We're suing Trump to stop him from unilaterally robbing taxpayer funds lawfully set aside by Congress for the people of our state. For most of us, the office of presidency is not a place for theater. The White House has declined to comment on the filing, and in a budget deal passed by Congress to avert a second government shutdown, nearly $1.4 billion was allocated toward the border fencing. Trump's emergency order would give him an additional $6.7 billion beyond what lawmakers authorized. 3 Texas landowners and an environmental group filed the lawsuit against Trump's move on Friday, saying that it violated the Constitution and it would infringe on their property rights. The legal challenges could slow Trump's effort to build the wall, which he says is needed to curb, quote-unquote, illegal immigration and drug trafficking. The lawsuit could end up at the conservative-leaning U.S. Supreme Court. So Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Virginia, and Michigan are all in this lawsuit against Trump.
Why the fuck is Michigan involved? They're not even near the fucking border. You uber
know.
white people need to shut the fuck up. Get, Detroit up and running again so we could, I don't know, succeed in the fucking car market and industry area of being America again.
So the state said Trump's order would cause them to lose millions of dollars in federal funding for National Guard units dealing with counter-drug activities and redirection of funds from authorized military construction projects would damage their economies. In television interviews on Sunday and Monday, Burka said that the lawsuit would use Trump's own words against him as evidence that there's no national emergency to declare. Trump said on Friday he did not need to make the emergency declaration, but wanted to speed the process of building the wall. That could undercut the government's legal argument, because he said he didn't need it and then he did it anyway. By the president's own admission, an emergency of declaration is not necessary, the state said in the lawsuit. The federal government's own data prove that there is no national emergency at the southern wall and warrants no construction. So with that being said, let's get into it.
Well, see, the thing is that I look from a security standpoint. Now, I don't care if they're Mexican, Italian, Puerto Rican, Guatemalan. They all come up through the Mexican border. It's not about the race of who it is. It's about the security of our nation, especially with terrorism these days, and that's where they're coming in. They do fly here. I hear that all the time. Oh, but they'll just fly here.
Do we forget
it's
about
a lot
the
harder.
other big-ass border that we have? Do we all forget about that? The one that isn't protected. The one where you can actually Google and go on to satellite imaging of the borders between us and Canada. And there's just a sign.
Yeah, but nobody wants to go to fucking Canada.
But the thing is you can't sit here and be like, all terrorists and da-da-da-da. I'm sorry, but all mass shootings that happen in America are by white men. They're not by immigrants.
Aurora, Illinois, a black dude just
He
shot
was
it
American. He was American.
But he wasn't white.
So, he was still American. He wasn't an immigrant.
Right, but that's an American person. We're talking about non-American people.
You want me to pull up how many white men have?
It doesn't matter. It's not about
like
race. It's not about race.
If it's not
it's
about
race,
race,
dumb fucking
then why
people
are they
doing
putting
stupid
a border
shit.
in between us and Canada if it's not about race?
Because nobody wants to go to fucking Canada.
Well,
nobody wants to come in from Canada.
Yes, they come in from Canada.
I know they come in from Canada, but not in the fucking plethora that they do in Mexico. Because they're not going to pay for all this legal shit just to get to Canada to sneak across a border.
There's an entire... So are we going to put like a big-ass border on the beaches of California? Because they swim here too.
Hey, then
Yeah, I'm like, should we
if they
put a
wanna,
whole big ass, like, you
look,
know how many
no
people
matter
swim onto the
no matter if
California?
there's a wall or not, people are gonna fucking get here no matter what. So it really doesn't
exactly.
matter.
It doesn't. More people
But
come here illegally with work visas and then they stay and they don't go back. And those are people who've legally started the process. We have more of those in the United States.
right, but I'm seeing this state of emergency for the
It's
wall
not
being
a
called.
state of emergency.
I see it being called because I think there's something that's going on that they're not telling us.
I think it's all bullshit and fear mongering.
I think that there is a threat either in Mexico or coming up through Mexico, and they have the intel to say, look, there is this shit that is about to fucking hit the fan. It's a state of emergency. We need to put the wall up to protect us.
I doubt it. That's just my opinion. I think that...
It could go either way, but I mean, you pull your news from the Clinton News Network.
Are we really gonna go there? No, I actually, I sit there and I research things. So one thing that actually really pisses me off about this whole border wall and why people are suing is because, do you know that this wall is gonna go right through where the monarchs go? And I actually researched it. It's going right through the middle of it. And
Right,
so,
but it's not in San Juan Capistrano. It goes through a section of land to where they land. But it's going to be like a 20-foot section on either side of the wall that's cleared.
And you know what else it's going to do? It's going to make it
Big
so
fucking
animals
deal.
can't migrate naturally like they're supposed to. Because we have this big ass fucking wall of ignorance up.
Well, you know what? They put up a wall, I believe, in China that was pretty fucking big. And I think both sides.
Shit. Nobody would even do you know where that is located? Nobody would even climb to the fucking wall.
The only reason they put that up was to stop enemies from coming in because they kept getting fucking attacked. So they put up the Great Wall of China.
What would
it
we
stopped
do
that problem.
if Canada put up a big wall on their side?
Well, they probably would put it up anyways.
And treated us like Mexicans.
Dude, we're worse than fucking Mexicans. We're Americans. We're greedy. We're selfish. I could add gluttonous. We're sinful.
Yeah,
we're
but this
vain.
Border wall is
There's
just
so many
retarded.
adjectives I could use to describe us as Americans.
So you're telling me we've gone... How long have we gone without this wall? And
we've never had a wall.
Our country's working just fine. Without all these immigrants coming in, guess what? All those vegetables that we'd be buying, we'd have to purchase them at fucking Whole Foods prices. And we would have to do all this other kinds of crazy shit. Like, who do you think's gonna build the fucking wall? Immigrants. Do you know any white guys that are gonna be going down there being like, I'm gonna go get paid $10 an hour to be in this fucking heat to build? No, they're not. They're not. It's like, this is just stupid. Like, get better immigration policies.
Well,
have more people out there.
I bet that if Mexico paid for the wall, that there'd be plenty of white dudes ready to spend that money to build it.
Why don't we just get rid of it and we all just, take over Mexico? Why don't we just join them?
Okay, one world.
I'm all like, why do we gotta have all this separation? Why don't we just love each other and help each other? Rather than treating people like fucking animals and putting them in cages and degrading and being unhumanitarian. It even says in the Bible for all those fucking Christian thumping people that you're supposed to love even your foreign neighbors when they come into your land. You're supposed to love them. You're supposed to shelter them. You're supposed to help them.
Well, if there weren't so many assholes in the world, maybe we wouldn't have the security precautions.
Everyone's an asshole. Everyone is an asshole. There's not a good person. There's not a bad person. We're all assholes. And guess what? Assholes are supposed to help assholes. It's like
is that why we help out so many assholes?
Yes, that's why we help out so many assholes. Like, I'm an asshole, but I'm going to help out other assholes.
Well, I think I'm a nice guy.
That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. Like, for me, if somebody was like, hey, I want to take $2 billion and put it towards immigration reform, and we're going to have these offices set up on the border so that people can just walk up to them and start their paperwork, and we're going to add all this stuff, and we're going to make it so that people aren't separated from their kids, and actually put legitimate stuff down, and actually created a forum for us to talk back and forth and create something that works, rather than just being like, I'm going to put up a wall.
Well,
You
see,
know
what I
happened?
think should happen is
You know
if
who else
no matter
put up a wall? Germany put up a wall. You remember that one? The Berlin Wall? There's nobody talking about the fucking Berlin Wall. I haven't heard that come up at all.
Yeah, but this is...
And Reagan was like, tear this wall down.
Yeah, and they did. But that was like a dictator
And what do you think this
issue.
is fucking turning into?
This is protection of our society versus
This
terrorism.
is locking us in. It's locking us in, and we're not going to be able to get out. Fuck it. I'm moving to the Netherlands.
No. No.
I only have like a couple more years of this, but yes, this is our discussions.
This is our daily shit. I mean, this isn't anything new. This is what we fight about all fucking day, and what I have to put up with. This liberal twattiness.
I believe in helping everyone. Like anybody who's gonna say that all terrorists come in through the Mexico border, I'm sorry. I worked with Homeland Security. I know that that's not fucking true.
Yeah,
I know.
But it's all about, you know,
it's
about...
fear-mongering.
No, it's about terrorism.
I know where the fucking terrorists come from. And it's not Mexico. I'm like, though, I can say all kinds of crazy shit, but I'm not going to.
I still think, because I still think most of that stuff is considered classified and top secret.
I know, so I had to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. We should probably get on to the next story.
All right.
Let's talk about something little lighthearted that I just found.
SNL. Or no, we'll do your lighthearted.
Because this I just found. I didn't hear about this, but
oh yeah,
the Billy Ray Cyrus photo that is like, dude, seriously, he's being hated on by hella fucking people. You know, because they, you know,
what
he
state
has.
do they live in?
You know, I'm not sure what state they live in. Obviously, marijuana is definitely legal because there is a good 20 pounds in this safe right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 packs.
Yeah, well, you could only see 11 packs, but those have packs behind it, too.
How much weed does Billy... Well, we know Miley Cyrus smokes a lot of weed. It looks like her mom smokes a lot of weed.
Yes.
Is that her mom or her stepmom?
You know, I'm not sure because I don't follow all this celebrity bullshit because I don't care. Because for me, like, I like my personal life, kept personal. That's why, I'm AJ Parrish and, it's separate. So I don't like to dig into the celebrity bullshit because that's their life. I got enough shit of my own. But, I'm kind of pissed because people are even attacking him because they say he's a so-called Christian.
That's bullshit.
I am Christian. Mm-hmm. I am a Christian author. My publisher is the biggest Christian publishing company in the world. Yeah. Like media company. Zulon, the distributor, the people that are printing it out for me. Christian company. I mean, I smoke weed. I cuss too much. I have premarital sex. I ain't fucking perfect. But yet I love God and I'm not out there hurting people. I'm not doing bad shit anymore. I'm accountable for my actions. I've taken care of past screw ups. That's what a Christian does.
Oh, Jesus probably smoked weed, so.
And here's the thing. Like, look at me. Okay, look at the people I hang out with. I hang out with gang members, whether they're like Northerners or they're fucking from Fresno or fucking Italians or Greek. I hang out with a lot of different people that are not good people. But I grew up with them. They're friends of mine. They wouldn't hurt me if they fucking dared. But they do bad stuff. But they're all believers of God. Mm-hmm. Well, I may not be in that lifestyle anymore. But, like, Jesus didn't hang out with fucking the other priests. He didn't hang out with... He hung out with the
prostitutes and the poor people.
He hung out with the gang members. He hung out with the gamblers, the tax collectors, people that, Paul was fucking committing, he was crucifying fucking people. Mm-hmm. He was committing genocide. He brought on
That's a
tax
good
collectors. He brought on all these different people that were just not good people that he was able to change by just saying love people and it'll be okay, and these good things will happen to you, and even though every single one of them died a very gruesome and horrible death,
Yeah.
but those were the lessons that needed to be taught for that time period.
True.
Now, through my experience and some things that we do agree on, religiously, it is, there's a higher power.
Yes.
Now, I say I'm Christian because I consider myself a non-denominational Christian because I don't look at just Christianity. I look at different parts of Christianity. I look at other religions to see what they say, and I've kind of put my own belief together, and it's my little AJ's secret religion of my wholesomeness and what I like, and it keeps me accountable.
Yeah.
It keeps me doing good things, and it makes me a better person.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole thing of him not being Christian and coming back to God, bullshit comments from fucking Christians, makes me not even want to say I'm a Christian.
I know.
Because that narrow-minded, ignorant-ass thinking is the same dumb fuck retardedness that put us into having black people for slaves. That stupid, narrow-minded bullshit put us into slavery.
Yeah.
And
That
now they're
narrow-minded
starting it
bullshit
again.
Killed millions of gay people and trans and started homophobia.
Which,
The Crusades.
yeah,
I'm like, come on, it's horrible shit, and people forget about all that.
yeah. We'll
They
even
forget
look
about
at,
it.
The Holocaust shit, all the stuff that Hitler did to the Jews,
Yeah.
from what I hear, Germany tries to bury that shit.
Yeah.
They don't even
talk about it.
No, and it's the same shit because of what we did to the Japanese in our internment camps.
Yep.
There's a generational fuck up everywhere.
California, most of the, well, no, it was the Japanese people.
Yeah.
In California, most of the land was owned by Japanese strawberry farmers. And we had this huge strawberry farm area that was all Japanese, and they took them all out and took all their land, all their businesses, and interned them.
Yeah.
I did this whole project in school about the internment camps.
Yeah, and didn't when they let him go, they just said, see ya?
Yeah, they didn't give him anything back.
Yeah,
they were just
some
you're
bullshit.
gonna have to do it on your own. And it's look at that shit that Americans did to people. Think if they tried that shit nowadays. But we still, all of our laws and all of our politics are still back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, see, they are doing it now.
Yeah.
They're doing it to
with
the gay
Mexicans.
people. Well, they're doing it to people that fall into that small minority group. Even though Mexicans don't fall into a small minority, they're still looked at as this small, insignificant group of people that don't mean shit.
Yeah.
When they need to be paid more because they're the only ones doing the back-breaking fucking work.
Yeah.
My dad, when I wanted to get a fucking job, he took me to the fields in Watsonville and dropped me off and said, go to work. You do a year of this, I'll let you have a real job. So after a year of in the fields in summer and shit, after that, then I got to go to Marie Callender's and get a real fucking job.
Man, maybe every parent should do that. I would strongly urge it.
He's like, you want to know what it is to work
Yeah.
and have responsibility and be
Go
accountable?
work in fucking
Dude,
fields.
because those foremen that they have out there are fucking dicks, man.
I bet.
The ones I was a kid, I was scared to death out there.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can definitely imagine.
Being the only little tiny white kid out there with a whole bunch of fucking Mexicans, and you've never been around Mexicans before.
I love our fucking discussions because we went from talking about Billy Ray Cyrus and now we're talking about fields and working on fields.
So, to get back to it, this whole thing with Billy Ray Cyrus is out of control,
Leave him alone.
Dude, it's weed.
It's weed.
Get the fuck off of it.
Yeah.
So what? He probably sells weed. I see a money pouch there. you know, and there's a rack on his safe. So obviously
Or those pouches are for
you know,
transporting.
yeah, you know, maybe he's growing, maybe, you know, whatever. Fucking, it's none of our fucking business.
I think that anyone who's been incarcerated for marijuana charges should be released.
One commenter said, "No wonder why your kids are out of control."
Okay, do they out of control means making millions, you dumb bitch?
You know, if this person that made this comment
is a piece, oh yeah, she's super out, she's got millions of dollars. That's really out of control. Releasing albums.
I mean, she's a child star.
Mm-hmm.
We see it throughout decades and decades and decades of the child stars that get drug habits. Most of them do.
Yeah. She's on
perfect example of somebody that is a child star that we don't know why he's even alive still. Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's a fucking rock star.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had his genes. You know, that
he's
dude,
alive.
He's a legend. He may not be the greatest actor, but you know what? Epic roles that only he could have pulled off.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I mean, straight legend. But the guy is a fucking wreck. He's a train wreck from being a child star.
Yeah.
He talks about it in everything he does.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't he do that show, The Corys, with the other Corey?
And then that Corey died.
And he was a drug addict. You know, like they're all fucked up in some way. Luckily, it seems that Miley's pulling herself out of that fucking grave she dug herself and put herself in. And you know, she performed at the Grammys and she looked normal and good and healthy.
She looks awesome. I love Miley Cyrus.
She didn't look all cracked out.
I never thought she looked cracked out.
Yeah, God, man. I remember when my daughter was, you know, young, little teeny bopper, and it was the Hannah Montana years.
Mm-hmm.
I've had enough.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad her music has evolved, because any more Hannah Montana bullshit, I probably would have cut my wrists faster than I tried to before.
Oh, God.
Like, it was bad. Hannah Montana was some horrible shit.
I never watched Hannah Montana.
It was horrible.
Glad I didn't have to.
Yeah. You know, luckily, Parker, he just loved his sister and wanted to do anything she was doing. So he just kind of went with the flow. He's that kickback, I don't give a fuck what's going on, I'm going to have fun doing it. You know? So he suffered through the years too, poor kid.
Very poor kid. All right, so that was Billy Ray Cyrus.
Among some other things and stoner tangents, because we've had 3 fucking spliffs at this point of the show.
I'm calling them the mercenary tangents. That's what I'm going to label them as.
Whatever.
So that was a mercenary rant, and we'll be back right after these short commercials.
The last part of this program was brought to you by the Top Shelf Kings, and that is with a Z at the end. You can find them on Instagram. They are Prop 215 compliant. You could always find them here in the Sacramento area, whether it be at the 1130 Club or Orbit. You can also find out through Weed All-Star where that kind of stuff is, and get your invite. We look forward to many amazing products by this company. And if you need good flour to some of the most amazing sauces, the waxes, diamonds, hash, you name it, they got it. This is the one company that I love getting their products. So check them out. Find them on Instagram. We'll be seeing you when we finish this show.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I guess so. Now that I've calmed down a little bit, now that we're back from our rant session, I should say my rant session.
Yes,
I'm just stoned.
So I had to take a dab. I took a dab of grape jelly. I had to dumb down my brain.
I wouldn't think that'd be too hard, considering you were Navy.
Uh-huh.
So let's get into it. What else did I totally stray away from?
So, in the news, some other interesting, fun things going on. So, on Saturday, SNL does their amazing clips that they usually do in their skits. And Alec Baldwin was on, and he did his Trump impression. And he did it perfectly, like he always does. And Trump actually got mad over it because it was so good this time. And I think that shit's fucking hilarious. But if you guys didn't know, so there's a show called 30 Rock. Most people have watched it. I've watched every single one of them. So season 2 of 30 Rock pretty much is the entire basis for the Trump campaign. Because I even showed The Mercenary, the episode where he uses the slogan, "Make America Great Again."
Yeah, it's literally like Trump copied his presidency off of 30 Rock.
It's fucking hilarious. They even talk about the wall. I still have to show you the wall episode where they're like, we're going to build a 200-foot wall between us and Mexico. And that's in season 2. That one, if you guys want to.
And that was well before, because you were telling me it.
Way before.
That second season was what, 2012?
I think it was a little earlier than that. I think it might have been 2008 actually, because season 6 was 2012.
Oh, okay, that was when we started. You're saying it was 2012. Yeah. So that was 6 seasons. So probably 2006.
Yeah.
2007, 2008 would have been the second season.
Mm-hmm. It's insane.
So it's well before.
Well before. And like Alec Baldwin's character does this whole thing where he's super smug. He hates poor people. And everything's about keeping the rich rich and the poor poor. And like he goes into like this whole thing like. And then when Trump came out, it was like, holy shit, did he just literally copy Alec Baldwin's character? And then now Alec Baldwin is impersonating him.
Yeah. And it's so like watching the same character.
Who's impersonating who, though?
Yeah.
Is he impersonating Alec Baldwin? That's what I think. That's the conspiracy, is Trump is actually impersonating Alec Baldwin.
I don't know. I think it's all crazy anyways. The fact that... Oh, get over it. It's a mouse pad. There's a piece of, like, purple that just should not have been there.
So just to let you know, I just caught him drawing on one of my dab mats, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, so whoever the graphic designer was, they missed a spot.
Okay.
And there shouldn't have been this purple dot where it was. It was out of place. It should have been a solid purple or solid blue without the purple dot. And it's been bugging me since this damn thing is on my desk.
I can take it off your desk right now.
I colored in the spot. Okay? Now that you've completely, like, you derailed us on this segment. Like, we have officially been derailed.
Well, we're getting back on track. All right, so...
Okay, let's put this train back on the tracks.
The last thing that I wanted to talk about for our newsroom is the Jussie Smollett case. And I don't even know if I'm saying...
Oh, this fucking retard.
So about, I think it might have been 2 weeks ago or a week ago, he came out and he said he got attacked, that somebody put a bag or a noose over his neck, poured bleach on him, they were wearing MAGA hats, and they were yelling homophobic insults and telling him MAGA country. Now this was his first initial report. Everyone's pissed. Everyone's throwing about being like the white people are racist, blah, blah. And, you know, I love Jussie Smollett. I'm an Empire fan. I've been watching him since the very day, and I've always been a huge fan for him. He's been big into, like, all the different movements from Black Lives Matter to Me Too to a couple other ones. So I was like, okay, this guy is legit. And then come to find out that it's these two Nigerian brothers who were extras for the show Empire, saying that they got paid $4,000 to stage the attack, and that they are not anti-Trump, and that they're not anti-homophobic. And this has got me going like, what the absolute fucktard is going on? Like, he should, and it's not proven yet, like, we don't know 100% fact that what, like, there could be a flip side. These guys could have done it and said, hey, this guy paid me to do it so that they don't get in trouble. Or you have the other side that's like, he really did pay these guys to do it.
I think this piece of shit paid him to do it.
You think so?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, because that's how, I mean, I wouldn't I wouldn't put it past somebody like that to pull a racial crime like that. Okay, there are a lot of white people out there that are still racist and just fucking retarded.
True.
So I wouldn't put it past, I'll say it, a Trump supporter to do that.
Yeah.
But it would be a young kid that doesn't know better.
Yeah.
Or it'll be a drunken fucking redneck who knows better that just is too stupid to give a shit and is in and out of jail.
Yeah.
That's kind of where that sort of thing would fall.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
You know,
on that.
but what I don't get is, like, why?
Exactly.
You're on a show. You're already famous.
Yeah. It's like you're famous already. You got all the attention that you could possibly need. The only reason somebody would ever do this would be to stir the pot. Would be to cause a reaction. To start, like, I would almost think, like, if I was the judge on this case and it comes out that he falsified all this, I would come out to be like, you know what, this is a terrorist act because you're trying to incite a riot into the public. You were trying to incite a racially charged...
Wouldn't that qualify as a hate crime towards white people?
Yeah, or towards... I don't know if it would be a hate crime towards white people.
Or at least, like, the Republican Party.
Well, it'd be the same as, like, when that one chick, she killed her kids and she told everybody that a black dude abducted him.
Oh, yeah. And she wound up driving.
She drowned.
She drove him. Yeah. Casey Anthony?
No, Casey Anthony was the one who got away with it. She got away with killing her baby.
But the one girl you're talking about was the one that was up here in Northern California.
Yeah, and she drove her kids into the lake.
Yeah, she was from the same city that Scott Peterson was from.
Yes, Stockton. He was from Stockton. But if it's the same thing as that, where she's the one who was like, hey, she tried to say it was a black dude who did it, and so she got in trouble for that too. But I'm not sure. Because with this whole case, everything is circumstantial right now. Like, they have the evidence that they're the ones, that these two brothers are the ones who bought the rope. So we know that they bought the rope. And then the only other thing we have is his word and what happened to him. But it's like...
Yeah, but now his word is shit.
Now his word's complete shit. And then I know that, what's his name? That one... political preacher guy. I'm trying to...
Jackson?
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson?
Yeah, he's like... Okay, so...
Well, that guy's an asshole. I can't stand Jesse Jackson with a fucking passion.
I don't know.
Same with that other fucking dickbag, Al Sharpton.
I think it was Al Sharpton, actually.
Well, Reggie...
Al Sharpton.
I always get it confused with Reggie Jackson and Jesse Jackson. One of them is Mr. October and played for the fucking Yankees, and the other one's an asshole.
Yeah.
But Al Sharpton's the other one that's a fucking piece of shit.
So where the investigation stands right now. So development over the weekend shifted the trajectory of the investigation into the attack on the Empire actor. The actor told police last month he was attacked in Chicago, and that they were doing all the racial homophobic slurs and pouring bleach on him and wrapping a rope around his neck. Now Chicago police want to speak to the actor again after the two brothers claim they were paid by the actor to orchestrate the attack. So his case is going to be headed toward a grand jury soon. They say
it's fraud and a whole bunch of shit. I mean, dude's going to be fucked.
They're saying it could be heard by the grand jury next week by law enforcement. Like, they're pushing it.
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah.
Usually that, you go in, you'll get arraigned, you sit in jail for another month, and then you get yours, then you go and you make your plea, and then they'll set a pre-trial date, and
so they're making jokes and calling them the Milli Vanilli brothers because it's a fake attack and they're from Nigerian. Then Milli Vanilli. But they were German. They weren't Nigerian. So after being arrested Friday, the pair of Nigerian siblings in their late 20s who reside in Chicago told detectives they were paid to stage the attack. A person familiar with the investigation but not authorized to speak to the publicity told USA Today. Police also found records in the Chicago home that one of the men that showed they purchased the rope from the hardware store that was used in the alleged attack. But they were released Friday when police were citing new evidence. So they must have some evidence they were paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's just stupid.
Smollett, 36, who is black and gay, said he was attacked while walking home through his Chicago neighborhood.
You know, I get that black people have had it unfair for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for Jewish people who have had it unfair for thousands of years. You know, but every race has a hard time. Every race gets fucked sooner or later.
Yeah.
You know, and white people, our time is fucking coming.
Oh,
and
yeah.
unless we get our shit together, like, I mean, my name may be AJ Parrish now, but I may be Juan Gonzalez in a week and shit, depending on what hammer's coming down.
Talking about I'm your sister.
You know? Hey, you know, we're from the South.
Yeah. And so he ended up issuing a statement Saturday saying Smollett was angered and devastated by recent reports that the perpetrators are individuals he is familiar with. He has been further victimized by claims attributed to these alleged perpetrators that Jussie played a role in his own attack. Nothing is further from the truth, and anyone claiming otherwise is lying. So that's what he's sticking to right now.
Yeah, well, he's going to make a beautiful boyfriend in prison.
Yeah, like the police are saying there are some developments in this investigation and detectives have follow-ups to complete, which includes speaking to the individual who reported the incident. So he's being requested to go back in and talk. Damn.
Yeah, well, he's going to get
And
fucked
she's
by the
saying
long
that,
dick of the
yeah.
law. Because get this, if this dude goes through all this for
Yeah.
fraud and, you know, because it's going to boil down to fraud. Now, think about it this way. If I was sentenced to 2 years of prison term for fraud for under $50,000,
what do you think he's going to get?
what do you think this dude's going to get fucked with?
Shit, so...
Like, you're talking about inciting anger in a nation of black people.
Yeah.
And a nation of gay people. The two races that are getting nailed right now.
Kevin Hart got upset over this incident.
Yeah, if you get Kevin Hart mad, you're a fucking retard.
So
Kevin Hart doesn't get mad.
Empire's on
unless
Fox,
he's drunk.
And so one of the theories is that Smollett staged the attack to avoid being written off of Empire. In a statement issued late Thursday, the network shot down this theory, alleging the actor was trying to garner sympathy to convince the show not to write him off. The idea that Jussie Smollett has been or would be written off at Empire is patently ridiculous, they told him. But the backlash is growing. In a lengthy interview with Good Morning America host Robin Roberts Thursday, Smollett spoke of his frustration not just with his assailants, but those who have attacked him in the press and on social media. So he did do an interview with Good Morning America about this. I might have to check that out.
Yeah, cause I'd like to know more about this. I'll wait for you to report it.
Yeah.
Just because I don't care that much. But, like, dude,
yeah,
the gay
Donald
community
Trump
is
Jr.
already...
went after Smollett and because he says he's trying to manufacture a hate crime to make his father's supporters look bad in the media, who not only uncritically accepted his lies as facts for weeks, but attacked those who questioned the validity of his false story. He also took aim at, like, other people, too. Because there was a whole bunch of politicians who were doing, like, the hashtag justice for Jussie.
Yeah, and here's the thing, is that black people get hit hard just like Mexicans do right now, or any Latino race. They don't need help getting fucked over and being made look, to look bad. The press and everybody is doing a good enough job making black people and minorities look horrible. When in fact that the other 90% of those races are just fine.
Yeah.
It's that 10% that everybody's fucking focusing on. What about the 40% of white people in this country that are pieces of shit? and the other 40% that are partially pieces of shit,
And
and then
20
the fraction of the percent that are horribly fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I think every race is like that, though.
every race breaks down like that.
It does. Like,
But, I mean, the criminals, you know, is like a 10% of every race is like the
Yeah.
criminals. But
we're just all a melting pot, you know? I think that anybody who tries to manufacture hate crime should definitely get in trouble for that.
he should be sent to Gitmo.
Yeah.
He's a terrorist.
And my other opinion with it would be, I would want to know the reason why he did it.
Because if you think about it, if anybody bombs anything in this country, where do they go? A federal pen, depending on who they are, who's behind it. They could go to Gitmo for all we know. It's true.
Yeah. It's like he performed his own false flag operation.
Yeah. So what?
But then that means that the U.S. can't do false flag operations no more, though.
But the thing is that it's different between an individual and a government agency.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that is very true. I think that
that's spliff number 4, by the way.
number 4. It could have just been a publicity ploy by Fox Network, wanting shit for their series. Maybe he got paid by the network to do it.
Yeah, but Fox is pro-Trump. Fox wouldn't.
Well, certain parts of Fox. Fox News is Fox Trump. Fox Entertainment's completely different.
Yeah, but they're one and the same.
What does it say? But I don't know.
It's all run by the Jews.
I think that Jesse, I think he's going to have to answer to his allegations. I always hope the best in everybody. I hope that there's a reason why all this happened and that it's not just for evil purposes.
Well, pardon the pun, but he hung himself with this one.
You're horrible. You're horrible.
I'm just saying, like, dude, the damage this motherfucker did, and what I'm pissed about is we know where I stand politically, religiously, but in no way, shape, or form do I think it's necessary to create hate out of nothing.
True.
And especially with the 2 communities that he's a part of.
Yeah.
Now, with somebody that has a foster brother and best friends and everything that are gay, I'm pissed off for him because that hurt that community too, not just the black community.
Yeah.
But he fucked with the gays too.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but as a white guy that's tattooed and people already prejudge me of being hateful, the 2 groups I'm not going to want to piss off are those 2.
Oh yeah, that is a big thing. Never piss off the gay community, ever.
Well, first of all, they don't have kids, so they're not drained of any money whatsoever.
Or energy.
Exactly. So they could hire really good lawyers and come after your ass.
And they have plenty of time to group together and organize and do all kinds of stuff. I've been a part of some really cool LGBT communities of doing shit, and I'm like, holy fuck, they can get shit done.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for the whole dick thing, I think I'd be gay. Because I'd actually get chores done in the yard and stuff like that. And
I'm pretty much a dude, though, mentally.
Yeah, you kind of are.
Yeah.
Thank God you don't have a dick, though. Because then this would be a whole different conversation.
Most women have fantasies of having a dick, but it goes away. I love the look on his face right now. I was just looking for a dumbass look.
Oh, you got the look of, oh, shit. You are not going to peg me. I don't care how much you want to bribe me with. It'll not happen.
All right. Jeez.
Yep, I went there.
He did.
I went there.
And I'll go there later.
No, you won't. There's not enough weed and liquor in this world. And I don't drink. But
I love it. So that was our newsroom for the day.
And we will be back after a short final commercial break.
La-ti-da.
La-ti-fucking-da. This last segment of the show is brought to you in part by Syndicate Extracts. You can find them on Instagram at Syndicate Extracts _ And if you want the best in edibles, as far as candies, beef jerky, cheese puffs, gummies, Rice Krispie treats, these are Cheerio treats,
lollipops,
suckers, anything your heart's desire, even little robot candies, they got it for you, and they're guaranteed to really get you elevated and medicated to your specifications.
Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Marilyn, the beauty.
And this is the mercenary, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I will fight the man on our format.
I wanted to thank all of our listeners for tuning in and listening to us get stupid high and talk about this week and what's going on in the world. We appreciate you guys. I love you. I want to send out all the light and love that this unicorn can fucking make. I'm going to shoot it out my ass at you like a fucking rainbow.
Well, that was graphic. Well, I want to thank all you guys for tuning in on my side, the right side, just all in all, the good people out there. All you fucking deplorables, all you veterans, all you first responders, everybody that helps us live and function day to day, we thank you all. Remember that DM us on Facebook or Instagram for your raffle tickets. They are $1 each. We will be adding more and more stuff every single week that we are doing this. And because of the popularity, I mean, we may extend it for longer than a month. Like a week. Like a week extra, 2 weeks extra to get that final.
Because I'm going to add unicorn stuff to it. I'm going to add a painting to it. I might even add AJ to it, too.
Ooh. What the winner of the raffle gets a day with us to...
Yeah, to get fucking... I get you really
fuck it, let's
stoned.
do it. Let's add ourselves.
Yeah, we'll add ourselves.
The winner of the raffle gets a day with us. You get to go wherever we're going. We'll buy you breakfast, lunch, dinner. We'll go hang out somewhere. Maybe go...
You can live our life.
Gamble, hit a sesh. You know, we'll plan it out and do some really cool stuff with you. So we'll add that to the raffle.
An experience with the Beauty and the Mercenary.
Whether if it's a female that wins and you want to do a spa day with Marilyn, then you can and we'll pay for it. Or if you're a dude that wants to go hit the bar, smoke weed, and watch fucking the game all day, whatever. We'll go out and do it and hit the shooting range when we're done.
That sounds cool. I hope a chick wins so I get to go to the spa for a day. You don't even have to ask to go do that. You're going to go do that anyways, and I'm pretty sure my wallet will end up missing when you go. I want to go to the spa this week.
Okay. As you wish. Whatever, don't get me all mushy on the show. Fuck you, let's end this shit. I can't be all softy on the show.
So, shout outs to our amazing smoke shops, Cloud9 and XL. And to our amazing sponsors, the People's Etiquette, Syndicate Extracts, Top Shelf Kings, Wonder Wax.
And it's the People's Edibles.
The People's Edibles. And California Casual Concentrates. And
All American Extracts.
All American Extracts.
Allied Roots.
Allied Roots. Anomaly.
Casual.
Yeah, Anomaly Extracts.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Seshes, the 1130 Club,
Weed All Star,
Sacktown Super Stash, Betty, I love you. I'll come see you soon.
Listen, this isn't the fucking Grammys, so I'm
going
to click No, I'm clicking the button. No, the show is over. It is over. Good night, everybody. No, fuck off, it's over.